Hello, I'm back again. I'm gonna talk a little bit about Ghana again. This will be the first video where I'm getting into a little bit of details, but I'm not really sure where to start. I went to Ghana with 6 women. It was called the Sacred Woman Group, and 7 of us planned to go to Ghana. It was 74 of us in the group, and 7 ended up going. We had good times, and we had a lot of drama. There was tension, and yeah. So I'm telling my own story, telling what I went through, what I saw, what I experienced. I'm not telling the story of my 6 sisters. They have their own opinions of what happened. They probably saw things the way I saw them, or they may have seen things different. But there was a lot of fun days when they left. Mind you, I stayed in Ghana a year and a half total, leaving twice, I think. I probably left and went back 2 or 3 times. I can't remember. But the first day I got to we had to leave. And first, I won the trip. I won the trip to Ghana. I won a trip. But it ends up I only won a plane ticket to Ghana. So from Fresno to Jersey, where we met, I had to pay for that ticket to and from. And then the organizer of the group, of the trip, not the group, the organizer of the trip posted a contest. I won the contest, and I think I won the contest because I was the only one that got in it. I'm not really sure. So we get to the airport and in San Francisco, and I can feel the tension already. I can feel like I was the topic of discussion. So fast forward to the leader of the group told us to bring $100 bills because you get more Ghana CDs for $100 bills than you would get for 20s or 50s. So I took out 5 $100 bills from the credit union. And by the time I got to San Francisco, I didn't. Okay, I'm back again. I'm trying to figure out how to tell this story without appearing to be messy or, causing some more trouble. But I want to tell my story. It's a lot. It's a year and a half story. And it goes beyond the 7 women, and it goes beyond Jersey. So this part, we're still in Jersey. So it's the next day. And no. So they get ready to order food. Nobody asked me what I wanted. Nothing. So they're over there discussing what they're going to eat and what they're going to order. And some food came. And I don't know. I can't tell you what it was. It looked like some... I don't know what it was. It looked like some vegan garbage with colors. Red, green, yellow. It just looked like, I don't know what it was. I didn't touch it. Nor was I going to pay for it. But here comes somebody asking me to put in. And I'm like, no, I'm not putting in on nothing. Now let's fast forward to the next day. The next day we have to leave early in the morning because we have to stay that whole day in Jersey because our plane leaves at night. Dominic offered to pay for a hotel, so we're leaving our Airbnb and going to a hotel. We have to take our luggage downstairs to put it in the van. So I have 2 luggages and a carry-on, which is allowed by the airport unless you want to pay more. I'm assuming that's what everybody has in under 50 pounds. So my luggage shouldn't weigh no more than anybody else's or be a problem. So I'm the oldest one in the group other than Deshawn. She's around my age, maybe a year or 2 difference. I'm not sure. So we're getting ready to take this luggage downstairs. I go to pick up my luggage, and Ife says, no, sis, I got it. And I'm like, oh, no, I got it. I can take it down. And she said, no, I got it. I got you. So I went downstairs with a cup of coffee, lit a cigarette, and was just standing out there looking around, up and down. We were in a regular neighborhood in Jersey. And Ife's picking up my luggage, and I hear Deshawn say, Kimberly, you're going to have to carry your own luggage. I told everybody what to bring. And I said, now, mind you, I'm already frustrated with her. It's already a lot has happened before we even left Fresno, before before we met in San Francisco, things had already been happening in the group that was really making me second guess going. One girl backed out. Monique just completely backed out the trip. God bless you. So she said, Kimberly, you're going to have to carry your own luggage. Blah, blah. I said, hold on. First of all, wait a minute. I didn't ask nobody to pick up my luggage. I carried my luggage all the way from Fresno to here to the plains and different places. I didn't need nobody to pick up my luggage. If they offered to carry my luggage, and if you have a problem with that, then you talk to her. But we're not going to have this bush right now. So immediately, I know I'm the problem child in the group. I see stuff happening, but I know I'm the only one that's speaking up. So we get all the luggage in the group and into the van. Now we go park somewhere and go eat and walk around some bookstores in Jersey or something. The driver, Isis, parks at a no parking zone or something. I don't know. I'm not the driver. I'm not paying attention. She parked. We got out the van. Like I said, it's already a lot of tension already. Whether anybody on that 7 group want to admit it, there was already tension at this point. We go walk around, and I'm pretty much walking by myself because you can see where people already clicked up. Dominic walked off. She's a walker. She everywhere we went, she walked off and did her own thing. And I'm feeling the need to defend Dominic because Deshaun keeps saying everything about like, don't buy this, don't do that, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that, and you should walk off. And she kept touching her. Dominic is saying, stop touching me. I don't like to be touched. Stop touching me. Stop micromanaging me. And I'm telling Deshaun, leave her alone. She keeps telling you to stop touching her. If she want to spend $1,000 on a pencil, let her spend it. She's telling you stop micromanaging her and stop touching her. Stop wondering. She's letting us know. I walk off. I'm smart. I know how to get back to where I was supposed to be. So we go back to, now it's time to leave. We go back to the car, to the van, and there's a ticket on the van. Deshaun decides to say, oh, we're all going to pay for the ticket. We're all going to chip in and pay for the ticket. And I'm like, no, we're all not. I'm not helping pay for a ticket. I'm on my way to Africa, and I need every penny that I have in my pocket. And if I was rich, I don't need to pay. You don't tell me I'm going to pay for another woman's ticket. She's the driver, and she needs to pay attention to where she's parking at. Otherwise, she can park anywhere she wants to park from now on, and we're going to all split the ticket 7 ways. It wasn't going to work like that with me. And it could have probably been because, like I said, it was already a lot of tension. It was already a lot going on, and Deshaun was already focusing a lot on me in negative ways. Mind you, I'm dealing with this knowing I'm in a house with 7 strangers. I don't know these women. We only know each other from Facebook, and we're getting ready to go to Africa together. So it was too much tension for us to be, it was just too much, and it was preventable. So that becomes a big deal. We skip past that. Now we go into where we go to the hotel, and we end up getting to our plane. We get to the airport in Jersey. Deshaun made it very clear that if we get to the airport and if one of us cannot leave for COVID reasons or passport ain't right or whatever, we're not staying behind with that sister. We're leaving, and that sister's going to be on her own. And she made that very clear to me if she didn't make it clear to anybody else. I had already put in my mind, I said, so if somebody if the COVID test ain't right, we're going to leave our sister stranded in Jersey alone. So I already put it in my mind that if that happened, I wasn't leaving my sister. I was going to stay there with whoever it was, and we were just going to figure it out. If that meant going back to our own homes, I wasn't comfortable with leaving any one of my sisters in New Jersey alone at night. So lo and behold, it did happen. One of the sisters had a problem with her COVID test. They didn't do something right. They ended up getting the people on the phone and fixing it. But I was already prepared to stay with her. Little did anybody know. I was already second guessing getting on the plane anyway because, like I said, it was too much tension. I don't know who was who's on whose side, who was clicked up with who. I know nobody was really friendly with me. And I knew it had already been talk. So we get on the plane. And sure enough, we get to the airport, and like I said, I sit down and I notice everybody else went another way. I don't know why. I mean, I probably know at this point, I know why, but at that time, I didn't know why. So, um, I'll end this right here and probably come back with part three. I really want to get to the good part. I really want to get to the Ghana part, but there's 10 days of me being with the sisters, and it was a lot of tension and it was a lot of drama. It was sad because I don't know about the sisters, but I felt like the whole trip was messed up because of two people. I felt like the whole trip was messed up from Jersey to the last day. I separated from them eventually, but the whole trip was messed up. We were in Africa, and we wasn't enjoying Africa the way we should have. Anyway, I'll be back soon. Bye. So I get to the airport and I'm like, oh my God, I lost my five $100 bills. So I need to get to, and immediately I could see her going like this, like, but I act like I didn't see it. Okay, I'm not getting on this plane with no money. So I'm asking her, where is a credit union or ATM machine or anything where I can go get some money? So she tells me where to go. I go get, I don't know if the bank, if the credit union, if the machine gave me 300 or 500 US dollars. I want to say 500, so I'm going to say 500. So I had my 500 and my credit union card and my bank card. So I go back up to the two that were flying out with me. And she said, "Did you get the money, Kimberly?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, I got it." Now before we left, I picked my own seat to Jersey because I paid for it. I always pick a window seat. I specifically told her, "Can you please, on the Ethiopian flight to Ghana, can you pick me a window seat?" She goes, "Oh yeah, no problem." She sent me a copy of my ticket, and I believe it was a window seat. She said, "Yeah, I got your window seat." We get on the plane. I go straight to my seat, and she goes, "Oh no, the window is for me." And I looked at her. I said, "Okay." And I just walked off. I didn't sit in the seat she was trying to sit me in. I just walked straight to the back of the plane and sat in the empty seat. And then one of my sisters, I don't know how I ended up standing in the back seat. The very last seat in the plane, I went to sleep. Woke up and we was pretty much landing in Ghana. Well, we were landing in Togo for like an hour. Now, this is getting on the plane. We spent a night and a whole day in Jersey in an Airbnb. The Airbnb was a two-family flat. If you don't know what that is, it's a house where there's a family live on the bottom and a family live on the top, but they have their own door. So we were in the upstairs. So we get up there and immediately there's no smoking. There's weed smoking, which I don't do, but there's no cigarette smoking, which three of us smoked cigarettes. And so, God, I feel like I'm finna tell too much. No, really. I feel like I'm about to talk too much. Let me think about this before I say anything else. Okay. So we get to the Airbnb, and it's a typical three. I think it was a 3-bedroom, and in the living room of the Airbnb was an altar, and on the altar there was I believe Ife made the altar. It was sisters that were there before my plane arrived. We were still slowly arriving to Jersey. There was an altar set up with cowrie beads and a $10 bill. I remember different gifts that we had brought. I bought soap sheets that you could put on your keychain in case we get somewhere and there's no soap. Some people bought, one sister bought some tarot cards for everybody. So somewhere in the middle of the night, me and one of the sisters, nobody was in the living room with the altar and the money but me and one other sister. And she was like, Kimberly, why don't you go in the room and go to sleep? I said, no, I'm going to stay out here. I don't really want to go in one of the rooms. I want to stay out here. So if I want to get up and go outside and smoke a cigarette, I can just go right out this door and go down out in the cold and smoke. This sister went up. She got up and went in the back with the lady that organized the trip. The lady that organized the trip came out with an attitude and said, Kimberly, do you know what happened to that $10 that was on the altar? And I said, no. But Ife cleaned off the altar. Ask her. She's right there. So she go ask Ife. Ife come out and she like, yeah, I cleaned off the altar and blah, blah, blah. And I'm looking like, so you went back and told her that I took the $10 because y'all still convinced that I'm this poor girl with no money. I'm finna go all the way to Ghana with nothing. And the only way y'all think anything is that this lady is telling y'all this stuff. That got really, really deep in Africa. Like I said, I think I'm about to tell too much. I got to figure out how to tell this story. My story is not about her or them because my story goes past those 2 days. I'm just trying to tell the story in order, and it happened to just start off bad. Yeah, let me pause this. I will post this, but let me pause it for now.